The idea and intent of the thesis is to design a campus that helps people from de-stressing at the same time explore and learn new things in life. The only link between the diverse activities is that they serve a common purpose of de-stressing. The campus has something to offer to all kinds of people of different age group, different school of thought, different likabilities, etc. The benefit of placing such diverse architectural buildings of various distinctive activities mutually support and promote each other since they get their own kind of a targeted audience. The core spaces for the campus are the performing spaces, display spaces, the socializing spaces, the reading spaces, the retail and shopping spaces, the gaming spaces, etc. The prominent case studies that I did for the thesis are the Jawahar Kala Kendra Jaipur, Matri Mandir Auroville, the Kala Academy Goa. So these three case studies, the reason I chose them was because of the distinctive spaces they have, even though they don't have all the spaces that I want for the thesis, but they have partly few spaces within them. So the Jawahar Kala Kendra Jaipur, which has a gallery space and the workshops together and the museum together with it, and the Matri Mandir space, which has the meditation center and cafeterias and commercial areas within the one campus, and the Kala Academy Goa, which has the performing spaces and art, all other art forms, all in one campus. So this was the inference taken from all the case studies. The other thing that I got to know from the case studies was that the unique character that the building forms have, which show the function of the building itself. So when you see the building, you realize, oh, this is a theater building, or this is a performing arts building, this is a meditation building. So that unique character that the form portrays is what I wanted to achieve in my thesis. The site chosen for this thesis project is in Bellandur, Bangalore, Karnataka. The reason for choosing this site is because it is surrounded by the IT hubs and MNCs in HSR Layout, Electronic City and Bellandur. The employees of these MNCs and their families reside in and around Bellandur. Bellandur is having many apartments, and 80% of Bellandur's population in apartments are employees of these IT companies and their families. The site is easily accessible because it is close to the Intermediate Ring Road and Kanyakumari Highway. Bellandur is a densely populated area, and its neighboring areas are also very densely populated. Hence, placing the site near the largest lake of Bangalore, the Bellandur Lake, was the ideal decision. The site is situated in the northwest of Bellandur Lake. The immediate context of the site boundary is a 15-meter wide road running along the two adjacent sides of the site. The total area of the site is 13 acres with a perimeter of 828 meters. The northwest part of the site is having a high dense vegetation. The slope of the site is total of 5 meters, gradually spreading throughout the site. The slope direction is from the northwest to southeast and concentrating towards the center of the site. The high intensity of wind is from southeast. The average temperature in the hottest month of April is of 28 degrees Celsius, and in the coldest month the average temperature is 22 degrees Celsius in December. The four diagrams in the sheet are the concept diagrams for zoning. The left bottom diagram shows the site features in the different parts of site based on the slope, its proximity to the lake, and the roads and the vegetation. The diagram in the left top corner shows the circulation of people coming for subscribe program with the blue line and the people coming for unsubscribe program in the red line. The green line shows the vehicle entry to exit movement. The top right diagram shows the time duration throughout the day for the zones function for. The bottom right diagram shows the axial arrangement of zones based on the circulation of the subscribed and unsubscribed user group, with the red dot in the center showing the exposure node. This is the zoning diagram of the site. The entry to the site is from the southeast side of the site, and the exit to the site is from the northeast side of the site. Based on the previous zoning concepts and site and contextual features, the zoning of similar activities are categorized into different zones and are placed in the shown positions. The list of major zones are the performance zone, the socializing zone, the display zone, the info and ad zone, the mindfulness zone, the exercise zone, the game zone, and the service and parking zone. The proximity chart shows the essential spatial connectivity between each zone. The initial massing with zoning helped me to understand the visual connectivity between each zone and what are their effects on the other buildings with respect to climate, topography, connectivity, and ease of access and their mutual relation. This is the site plan. The site plan has these build spaces. This is a gallery block here, and then this is an information and advertisement block, and this is a commercial block here. This is the performance block with an amphitheater, black box theater, and the auditorium. The gallery space has a art display space, and then the workshop here. And then this is a mindfulness block with a library and a yoga and meditation center. This is an exercise block with a gym and dance rehearsal hall. And this is a swimming pool area. This is a turf court. This is a gaming center, gaming zone with a go-karting arena and an indoor gaming arcade. This is a socializing space with restaurants, cafes, and pubs here. There's a pond in the landscape here, and then there's a seating here in the lawn space. So the site has two entrances, a main entrance and a service entrance. Main entrance, the service entrance leads to the service pathway in the periphery of the site here for emergency vehicles or any maintenance and services for them to come. The normal users, the main entrance is the entrance, and then if suppose a user is to be dropped off, he can be dropped off to this pedestrian point. The vehicular movement is restricted to only this pathway here to the exit. These other pathways are all pedestrianized. So a person can be dropped here, and the vehicle can be dropped, and he can exit the site. If suppose the person wants to go to the north part of the site, which is through the gaming zone or the exercise block or the swimming pool area, he can use the this pedestrian point to be dropped off. If any VIP is coming to perform, he can use this road to be dropped off here on occasions, and he can be dropped to this main entrance of the performance block, to the theater spaces. If this point is too crowded for the VIP to come, he can be dropped off through the service entrance also, through this to the service entrance of the backside of the performance block. This pathway leads to the socializing zone between the backside of the commercial block and then the socializing zone. In this backside of the commercial block, hawkers who sell handicrafts and their own live sketch paintings and all that can be they can put their stalls here and then they can sell. So this is that kind of an happening space between a commercial thing and then a restaurant and cafe thing. Then this area is also having few shops here, so this has a certain character to the space. And then you enter through this arch here, and then you walk through that, and you suddenly see a different kind of a character to this space, because it's a gallery space, and there's a lot of huge canvases, freestanding canvases with graffitis and paintings done on them. So this is a sudden change in character here with a sudden transition through this arch point. And this node is called as an exposure node. So this exposure node has an entrance from north, south, east, and west from all four directions. Intentionally, so that people can come see it and they can get exposed to a lot of new things that are going to happen on the campus, or it might be happening already for them to subscribe for. This pathway from the gallery block leads to the mindfulness block, to the library and the gym area, the meditation and the yoga center and the gym area here. This entrance through this arch here can lead to the plaza here, and the plaza goes to the swimming pool area and the gaming zone. The gaming zone consists of a go-karting area, indoor gaming arcade, and the turf futsal size court. This is a top view of the site. From the entrance, you see this is the plaza, and then in this side you see the service area, which is with the electrical services with transformers and diesel generators and all that. And this is the security booth here. There's a washroom here for the parking people, and then there's this entrance to the performance block. This is a socializing space with dining spaces on the lawn, and then there's a cafes here, and these are restaurants and pubs here around this pond also. And then this is the seatings here for people to sit, and then this is a lawn space for free for all for whatever time the campus is open at. And then this is the lawn space restricted only to the mindfulness block, the exercise block, and the swimming pool area people who are for the subscribers. This is the gaming zone part. The trees are very highly dense here in this part of the lawn, and then there are trees here to block the southwest sunlight to the lawn space, and even here from the south side of the socializing space here to even to this building here. So the wind direction is from this southeast direction, from the lake towards this part. That's why this part is left open without any build space like this, so that the wind can enter into the all the spaces here. And then there's a small cafeteria here also near the gaming center. This is the road adjacent to the site, and then this is the entrance to the site, main entrance to the site. In the entrance, you see a restaurant, and you see the auditorium building, the performance block, and this pathway leads to the parking space. And these are the parking lanes here with parking sheds. These are the car parks in the center, and you can see the performance block from this parking area here. This is an advertising wall on the back side of the auditorium for all the holdings and advertising boards to be put for the performances and upcoming performances or the happening ones here. And this is the exit here from the parking. These are the views for the socializing zone. The socializing zone is in between the backside of the commercial block here, and then in front of the cafes here. This is the pedestrian pathway between the socializing zone. This space is becoming a happening space because of the hawkers putting the stalls here in backside of the commercial space and selling or whatever handicrafts they are allowed to sell here. And then these are the outdoor lawn seating here under these pergola seatings. And then these are the cafes. The cafes, apart from the indoor seating and the restaurants, can also have a lawn seating here outside for this space to have like a socializing happening space here. And then this is the pathway that leads to the shops and the gallery block to the exposure node, this pathway here. And then this is a pond space here towards this pub. And then the scope of my thing is just to do the landscape part of this part, and then provide a deck or such a thing for the cafes to come and any franchisee can come and put their cafes here. This is the pond view towards the pub area, and then this is the pathway to the socializing space, which is a pedestrian pathway. These are the seatings under the pergola here. This walkthrough is to show the circulation to the socializing space and the commercial block and the amphitheater. This is the pedestrian pathway, and this is the cafe area here. This is the backside of the commercial block with an exposed brick facade, and the pedestrian seating here for the pedestrians. And then there's a window protruding out with the lights, and then the false balcony here in the facade. This point you can see the mindfulness block here with the yoga and meditation in the library. This deck has the restaurants, and then there's a public toilet here, and then there's a pond and the seating area here. This deck is for the pub area. Then the restaurants can have seating here also on the backside towards the pub on these decks. So any franchisee can put their own kind of a cafe or a restaurant here with their own interiors, with the landscaping done by us. And then this is the lawn space. You can view the performance block also from the restaurant area. This is the commercial block front facade with these shops, continuous series of arches here to show the sense of movement. And the staircase leads to the first floor of the commercial block, the first floor shops here. And this is a lawn space with these fountains here for the commercial shopping people to sit for a while. And then this is a admin block here. This is an entrance to the amphitheater with a performing space here. and this is the seating. There's a planter box here around, and then the backdrop of the amphitheater is this theater spaces, the black box theater and the auditorium. This is the ground floor plan of the gallery block and the commercial block and the information and advertising block and the admin block. So these 4 blocks become to one single block under one roof. So this is the pathway that leads to the shops here, and then to the exposure node here through this arch here, and then this is the gallery space and the workshop space here. So a person who is new to the campus can come to this point, which is here in the information block, and then he can go to this reception and inquiry desk and ask whatever is going to happen in this gallery or the campus activities, and then he can subscribe for it. The gimmick of what all this gallery spaces and workshops and their advertising and all that will be displayed here in this area, in the lobby space and in the display area here. So so that they can get to know what it actually is. For the sample of it will be shown here to them. This is the opening in this area, and then this is an admin block here. The admin block consists of the staff who works for the maintenance and the management of the campus. So this is the workstation, this is the meeting room, and then there's a washroom, and there's a small pantry area for them, and then there's a manager's cabin. There's an electrical maintenance room here, which can be accessed from the outside also for the maintenance here, and then this is the entrance to that. There's a green space here, and then the facade of the main facade, the front facade of the block is having a curved facade like this with a glass curtain wall with a lot of plantations here. And then this pathway can lead to the workshop space here. So there are these centrally pivoting panels, which are also panel cum doors, which can be used to make this whole space as one space, or they can be closed to block as a separate isolated space here for the workshop. This place you'll have people actually making live artworks, like looming the fabric, or artist is painting on a canvas with the easel, and then there's a pottery guy who's making a pot, and then there's stone carving. So all those such kind of activities which they want to share and take workshops for, they can be they can see it happening here. They can walk through this space here in the workshop, and then they can walk through to the gallery space from this passage here, which also leads to the exposure node here, which is open to sky here. And then this is the gallery block entrance if they come from the information block. The gallery block, a long gallery block, can also be entered from this. If they come from this side, they can enter through this entrance also, through this green transition space. And this is the long gallery space, the shape of which is done so that a person who is standing here will not be able to see the whole gallery at once, and then he'll walk through the gallery space, and then only he'll see this part of the gallery. And then these doors also, or the panels also, are centrally pivoted so that they can make this whole art rooms and the long gallery space as one space, and they can have an exhibition and all that, or they can make it like a expo or art gallery, and they can close it as panels, and they can use this space in isolation also. There's a double-height space here with an opening on the roof on the first floor. This is the storage under the staircase that leads to the first floor. Part of the staircase which leads after goes at a certain height, it turns out to be a storage space here for the gallery space and the information block here. And then this arch also leads to the gaming, the plaza and the gaming center outside. And this pathway leads to the meditation block. This is an outdoor exhibition space, which is a lawn space here outside, and then there's a fence here around, and then there's a small pond area here, and then there's a stone paving walkway to the outdoor exhibition area here. There's a lawn space here for the staff of the admin block or the user of this any workshop or art gallery. They can go and relax here for a while with few fountains here. And then this is a shopping area with a series of arches and the staircase that leads to the first floor. And these are the series of shops. There are three sizes of shops. One is this, which is 120 square meters, and another one is 250 square meters, and the one with 300 square meters, based on the requirement of the shops. And there are two experiential rooms here in the for the gallery block for some digital art or 3D installations and all to be displayed here for the digital art and the new contemporary art and all that. So this is a double height space for the one experiential room, and the other one is a single height space. So based on the requirement, they can use this kind of a space also. And when they go out of this arch, there's a passage here, and then they walk out, and then they go to the staircase, a huge staircase that is a part of the elevation, which you can see here in this 3D. And then you walk to the first floor of the gallery block. So this is the central canvases here, which has graffitis and paintings on them, and this is the green space. So the freestanding canvases, huge long canvases, the back side of them will be by plantations and creepers hanging on them, and the front side, which is towards the exposure node, they'll have a painting and graffitis. So this becomes like an happening space and a gathering space for people. And these are those transition arches for the change in character of the space. And this is a section through the shops here, and then this is a outer balcony passage here to the shops. And you can see the elevation of the shop here in the back side. And then this is the passage that comes to the workshop area from the from the information and ad block here. So the workshop space is both there in the ground floor and the first floor. Even the gallery space is like that. This is the central passage that is there here between the art rooms and the long gallery space here. This also can be turned into one single space. On the first floor also it's the same thing here, and then this space is the double height space. This is the first floor plan. A lot of things from the ground floor are repeated here, so it's a typical plan for the commercial block here. This is the staircase leading down to the ground floor, and then there's a balcony here from the commercial block towards the outdoor lawn area here. And then the information and ad block is just for the ground floor, so you can see the roof plan of that. And then this is the opening in the gallery block space, which can be seen in this section here, which creates a different kind of a character here. And then this is the canvas, freestanding canvas, and the creepers hanging from there, and the entrance to the workshop and an art room. These are the art rooms here with the pivoted panels. And this 3D view, you can see the opening in the slab in the gallery space here. And then this is the outside view from the lawn towards the workshop here. This is the front view of the gallery block on this plaza here. So this is that entrance arch, transition arch, and then the staircase is the one that leads to the first floor, and which can also be used for small competitions and art competitions also as seating. This is a huge staircase, it's part of the elevation itself. And then this is the long gallery space here. The section is cut here, and this is long gallery space here. This is that outdoor exhibition space here. You can see it from the first floor also. This is the information block section here. So the elevation, the envelope of the information block is different from the traditional one, which is the walls. So the wall is a curtain glass wall, which is split into two parts, which have an overlap of a meter distance, and then overlap of a meter length. And then there's small plants and small stem, long growing plants here. The wind can enter here, which is going to create a wind draft here for the wind to create a pressure and the wind to be pulled here. And then the hot air might exit from this point, this opening here. So this is a plantation box here, and then this is the admin workstation here with an opening from this side for the clear story here. And then this is a central part of the information and ad block for the display area. You can see the facade from inside, the elevation glass facade with the greenery and for aesthetics. So you can see that in there. And then this is the detail of the plantations are in between like this, and then there's a glass curtain wall hanging, and then there's another one going up. So there's an overlap of 1 meter here. And you can see the elevation from outside at a human eye level. This is the workstation view. So these walls are like a freestanding walls like this, and the slab is supported by these columns, and the rest is covered by glass here, which kind of gives another kind of an aesthetics and allows daylight to fall inside the workstation here. So you from the entrance of the information block, you as soon as you enter, you can see this reception from the entrance for all the inquiry and this inquiry desk. And there's a lobby here with seating for the lobby, and then there's a display area here, which is this. They can put these panels and advertise whatever is happening in the art gallery. And this is the entrance to the admin block, to the staff zone. And then this part is the central part of the advertising space here, with an opening on for the hot air to exit out. This is a section through the commercial block. These are the series of arches that are there, and then this is the first floor there. This is that pathway between the shops that leads to with the brick facade that leads through this transition arch, and then there's a sudden transition to those paintings and the different kind of a character of the space. And then this is a side section of the commercial block here with the arch here, and then the shops here with the opening here in the balcony. And then this is that outdoor lawn space with fountains here. And you can see the backside, the elevation of the entrance to the gallery block, the exposure node. And then this is the backside view of the commercial block. This is a front view of the commercial block with the shops, the series of shops. The reason for putting those continuous arcades is because to show the sense of movement when the people are walking through the shops continuously. And this is that view of the brick facade, which is this here, which goes through to the exposure node. These are the interior views for the gallery space. This is the long gallery. So you can see the curvature of the room with this wall. And then these are the glass pivoted doors, come panels, centrally pivoted. And these are the freestanding panels in between the space. These are the wooden flooring, and then there's a track lighting on the ceiling. So you can see this. You can see the reception area's backdrop, and then you can see the entrance to the admin block. This is the floor plan of the theater. There's an auditorium, there's a black box theater, and an open amphitheater here. There's an entrance and a ticket counter here. There's a security entrance here. And then there's a staircase and the lift, and staircase and lift for both the auditoriums. This is a storage space for both the auditoriums, which is accessible from outside, from the maintenance lane. And there's a service entrance for the performance block. And these are the backstages of both the auditoriums. And then this is section, and you can see the profile of the building is also following the same seating profile to give a outside form of the building. And then these are the views for the amphitheater. And this is the view of the amphitheater in the backdrop of the theater blocks. This is a floor plan at a higher level of the theater, and this is a black box theater with complete seating. There's a projector room here. There are these snack bar counters on the three sides, and this is the auditorium transition space, and this is the storage space on the other level, and this is the washroom area for men and women washroom, and then there's a snack counter here also, and then this is the VIP room from the other level. So this is a projector room for that. There's a viewing gallery space here from this glass wall, and here also in this plan. You can see the pathway between the black box theater and the admin block for the information center entrance. You can see the black box theater view here, and then the view of the black box theater from the amphitheater. This is the section of the black box theater with the bridge and the cranes hanging from the ceiling itself. It has a dark ambience inside. And then this is the view of the amphitheater from a seating eye level. This is the eye level view of the auditorium from the parking side here, even here. And this is the back side of the auditorium with the advertising board from the cycle parking area. And from the exit also you can see those advertising holdings on the back side. This is the ground floor plan of the mindfulness block. This is a library in the ground floor plan. This is the fabrication structure which depicts the cyclone, abstract of cyclone. It is called the eye of the cyclone is the most peaceful place. So that's why this abstract is used here. So this is the book rack here, and then the seating here around. And this is the entrance. And this is the outdoor garden reading space entrance from inside the library. And this is the gym ground floor plan. This is the entrance, and then this is the reception deck here, and there's a lift here to go to the first floor, and then this is the entrance to the gym, and there's a cardio space here, which is looking out to the green space here, which is accessible also. The staircase leads to the meditation and yoga space in the first floor, and then to the changing room and shower area and dance rehearsal hall in the first floor. These are the views for the mindfulness block. This is a night view for that, and this is the outside reading space view. This is the inside view of the indoor gym, and this is the gardening space in the terrace of the first floor. This is the first floor plan in mindfulness block. This is the outside gardening space, and then this is the eye of the cyclone here, and the meditation space around it, concentrating towards the center. And then this is the dance rehearsal hall here. This staircase leads to the terrace gym, open air gym, and then this is the washroom area, women and men washroom, and this is the shower area and the disability washroom here. This is a locker room area, and then this is the changing rooms. This is a small storage room here, and then this is the view, bird's eye view of the mindfulness block. This is a spiral staircase leading to the yoga and yoga space in the rooftop under this fabrication here. This is also that view. This is the top view of the bird's eye view of the gym, outdoor gym on the terrace. And this is the dance rehearsal hall inside space. This view is for the meditation center, indoor meditation center, which is here inside. And this is the entrance for it. And this is the fabrication structure depicting a cyclone. This is the floor plan of the gaming indoor arcade. This is the entrance, and there's a snack counter in the entrance. There's a ticket counter here, and then the staff room here, and then this room is the snooker room and the football room with the lobby here, and then this is the video game room inside. This is the bowling alley, bowling lane here, and then there's a bowling service room here and the maintenance room here. This is the futsal size turf court. This is the view of the turf court from inside, with this net partitions on the exterior. This is the snooker room inside. This is the bowling room inside view, and this is the front view of the gaming block. This is the view of the go-karting lane towards the gaming block. As you can see this in plan. This is a swimming pool. This is the bird's eye view of the go-karting lane, and this is the swimming pool views here. This walkthrough shows the connectivity between the socializing space and the gallery space and the shopping area, and towards the mindfulness block, and then the gaming center. So from this pedestrian area, from socializing space, you can see the change in the character of the space because of the big facade and these other entrances to the shops. And then through this arch, you can see the change in the character of the space with a sudden transition. And this is the way from the shopping complex you can come to the exposure node here. These are the freestanding canvases with graffitis and paintings, and the green creepers hanging on the other side. This entrance is for the long gallery space from the exposure node. You can see the pivoted panels and freestanding panels here, and the curved walls. This is the art rooms here. These are the shops on the first floor, and this is the workshop space here in the first floor. This is a staircase leading to the first floor gallery space with these art rooms here. This is the inside of the meditation and yoga block, indoor meditation, and this passage leads to the dance rehearsal hall here with these freestanding walls and the glass panels here for the view. That was the entrance for the changing room, and then this is the exhibition space for the art gallery, which is restricted only for them, and there's no entrance from the road to that. And that you can see is the experiential room there with an entrance there with a double height space. This is an entrance to the library space, and then you can see the terrace gardening space here, and then the rooftop yoga place which is led by a spiral staircase there. This is the library colonnaded space. You can see the fabrication element starting from the ground floor itself. And this is the outdoor reading space here. This is also restricted only for the gym and the swimming pool and the mindfulness block. This is a gym cardio space which is visible to the green lawn. This is the swimming pool area, the changing room and the shower area here. This is a futsal turf court here. This is the front facade of the indoor gaming arcade. There's a bowling alley here, and then there's a snooker room on the other side. This is the go-karting arena. This shed here is for the maintenance of this go-karting carts and for people to stand and watch them. You can see the go-karting track here. That's the information and ads on front facade there. There's a cafe, one single cafeteria here near the gaming center block. There's a bird's eye view of the go-karting arena. You can see the black box theater and the information block. This is the terrace gym area on top of the dance rehearsal hall here. This is a rooftop yoga place under fabrication here. This lawn is restricted only for the mindfulness block and the gym block, and this is the free lawn for everybody. For everybody, every day these tracks become the jogging tracks in the morning, and then this can be used for the exercise space for unsubscribed people also. And this is the pond area near the restaurants. This is the service lane also on occasions. So the change in the character of this space and the commercial space and the gallery space and the sudden transitions. There are two plazas, which is one in the entrance and one other on the in front of the gallery space. This is the service area with the transformer and diesel generator here and other electrical appliances. Thank you.